Ooh. Oh, it's tingling. Oh my God, that is insane. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you a boots haul. This is pre-holiday stuff. We're going on holiday. I don't know when this is going up, but if you haven't already, go and check out my vlog channel. That's where all of those holiday vlogs will be. Towards the end of the video, I'm going to show you the actual makeup that I bought with my boots points. But yeah, welcome. Almost 100% boots. And then I have an Amazon package that I need to open. I actually do have a boots package that just arrived. I was waiting for this to film this video. So before we kick off what I've actually purchased recently, I want to talk very briefly, because I'm going to do a full video about this subject, but I want to talk very briefly about the recycle scheme. I'm going to guess 3.5 minutes, skip ahead. I have used the Cult Beauty recycle scheme. I will leave that video below because I did a full in-depth video. And like I say, I will do that on this. But if you have used the Boots recycle scheme and you've thought it's a bit of a pain having to take 5 items to the shop, only being able to use that one voucher, and it's a long game. I used the recycle voucher that you get. So you take your 5 items, you get your voucher, you spend £10 to get that would be great, 500 points back onto your card. I used that voucher multiple times in one go. 3 or 4 times I think I used it. So 5 items recycled, as many times as you can use it within that 30 minutes. I'm pretty sure. Again, TBC, I'm going to delve a little bit further into this for the fuller video. But if anybody else has tried that or does try that, please let me know. That would be really useful market research to pass on to everyone else. But if you were already using the recycle scheme, give it a go. I'm pretty sure it's against the terms and conditions, so don't hold me to it. But it allowed me to do it, and I got like £20 worth of points in one go because I had tons of stuff that I had to buy, like pre-holiday stuff. If I'm already spending £40, why wouldn't I get £20 back in points, is what I'm saying. Right, so most of this stuff is basically pre-holiday haul stuff. I got some SPF. The boys both wanted it to be spray. I do prefer it to be a cream because I feel like you get a more even coverage, but they hate stuff on their hands. So I got 2 bottles of this. I'm not going to buy the facial spray, but if anyone can recommend, in fact, I don't know when you will have seen this, it may be too late, but just for everyone else and for me for the future, if anyone can recommend a powder sunscreen, I think I'm going to pick up the Hawaiian Tropic one because it keeps going on offer. But if there's one that you know is good and you would recommend it, I'd like a powder so I can either put it in my hairline or kind of touch up with it throughout the day without feeling like I'm adding and adding and adding, especially if I'm wearing makeup. Otherwise, I'm just going to use this as a top up throughout the day. And I have a few other facial skincare, facial SPFs that I'm taking with me. Razors, these are, do you know what? Do you remember when I was using those razors that were like, what were they called? Not mechanical razors. Butterfly razor? It was like you put a blade in it, and I was really off disposable razors. I did that for a while and then I kept cutting myself. And Lee continued to buy these throughout. And so then I just started delving into his stash and I've just gone completely back. So I've got to be honest with you, I don't even know where that razor is right now. I also was really scared about, like I made myself kind of like a sharps box by putting a thing in the top of a lid. It just made me nervous having razor blades in the house, you know? It was a bit of a thing, but these tend to be the ones that both of us like the most. And so we bought a pack of those. Obviously we're not taking 8 razors on holiday, but you know, it just makes the most sense. I picked up some of these. I recently hauled, you know, the star skin patches, the spot patches. And I told you I quite liked them and I really liked the little container that they were in. I don't know if my skin's different or if they're different or what, but I did not get along with them this time. So I picked up some of these and I'm quite liking them. The Purified Power Patch, I'm definitely preferring these to the star ones. However, I also picked up a tiny little Sudocrem. If you saw my favourites most recently, I talked about Sudocrem being my very favourite spot treatment of the moment. I'm just breaking out all over the shop, and it may be something to do with me having periods again after like a decade and a half because I had my coil removed. I don't know if that's like hormonally changed something, but I feel like I'm breaking out left and right. And Sudocrem was really good for reducing like all the inflammation and stuff. But speaking of, we are coming up to the summer months and this is kind of a pre-holiday haul. One of the reasons that I wanted to get a little mini one to take away with me is one of the days when I'd been out in the sun and I just wasn't anticipating being out in the sun. I'd got a little bit of redness. I'd got some sun on my face that I wasn't, again, I know, but it's just been, it was unexpected. I was outside and I didn't realize I'd caught this on. That evening, I put this on my face because I was putting it on for some breakouts. And I noticed when I went to bed and I took the pseudocreme off my face that I had like a ring of red around my head. And I'm pretty sure that was because my whole face was going to be red, but because I used this as a face mask, almost as soon as I got in, the zinc in it reduced the redness. I know it's good for breakouts, but it must also be good for anti-inflammation for any kind of sunburn. So I'm taking this with me for 2 reasons, but I also want to pass that on. Dual Defense, I'm pretty sure this is the same as First Defense. It's just Boots' own version. So I got that. We always like to take something like this, so we're not poorly on the plane. Do you know what? Last time we went to Florida, I am like 99.9% sure I got COVID on the plane. The first week we were there, I got progressively worse, and I rewatched those vlogs recently. FYI, make sure you go and check out the vlogs. I will, of course, leave the vlog channel linked below, but if you are not already following, that is where all of the travel content is going to be. And I'm gonna vlog a lot. I'm gonna really try, because I tend to be kind of quite short and snappy with our travel vlogs, but Lee said he wants to have more to rewatch. He wants to feel like we were there. So, you know, they're going to be longer vlogs if you're into that. But the last time we went, I'm pretty sure I had COVID. That first week was really rough. I remember feeling really poorly, and the second week I was a lot better. But watching them back, I'm like, wow, I was just getting progressively worse. So even more so, I know this wouldn't necessarily have helped in that instance, but I'm going to try my best to stay healthy on the plane. I've also got these. I was kind of annoyed because I got this deal on my Advantage card that said these were £1 each, and then they were £2. Which was annoying, but I was making up the £10 to get the £5 back, so, you know, we'll let them off. The Botanics Revitalizing Sheet Mask. I got the Vitamin C Glow Sheet Mask, which is the All Bright, and I got the Hydrating. I haven't tried them. I don't know if they're any good, but I'm going to put them in my bag to take with me. I'm doing a lot of my own beauty prep. So I've had my hair done. I don't know if you can even tell in this light, especially because I've got it kind of half up, but I've had my hair done. I've gone a little blonder, a little shorter. I'm going to have my nails done. I've decided against paying for a pedicure and paying to have my eyebrows done. I don't even know if I'm going to tint my eyebrows, honestly, because I've gone blonder now, and there's the whole thing with the microblading. I think I'm just going to not. I may just do a little bit of... I never even pluck my eyebrows. That's how rubbish my eyebrows are. Like, they could just go fully unruly and you'd never even know. But I do think that since I've been using the Rapid Brow and they've grown out a little bit, I probably could tidy them up a little. But I'm not paying to have them done. I'm trying to do the majority of my, like, you know, beauty prep by myself. I'm going to do a video on this because I do some stuff. Like, I'm not fake tanning. I'm kind of on the fence about it, but I don't think I'm going to do any kind of fake tanning. But stuff like, I like to use glycolic acid on my body. I like to kind of prepare my skin to have more of it seen by people. I like to exfoliate and moisturize a little bit more leading up to a holiday, and then the pedicure of it all. So I did treat myself to a new foot file and some other stuff, which I'll show you in a second, but that is yet to be opened. Oh, and also decongestant pills for the plane, because you never know. Face wipes, the only time I buy face wipes when we're going on holiday, just for the plane. I actually bought, I don't think this is the mini. Maybe it is. I bought a set of miniature Carmex. It was strawberry, cherry, and pineapple. I gave them to Milo and said, I want one of them, because me and Milo cannot get enough lip balm. We've both got such dry lips. And he gave me the cherry one back. And I'm now realising I've never tried this cherry Carmex. I've always had the little pot. I'm completely sold. Why did no one tell me how great this was? I already knew Carmex was the best lip balm from like a beauty perspective, because it's not shiny. It's got kind of like a satiny look. And those of you who followed me for a while will know I am slightly obsessed with that TV lip thing. You know, the thing of like it's so hard to describe, but I know you know what I'm talking about. Their lips always look perfectly plump and juicy, but they don't look like they're wearing lipstick. They never look dry, but it's not glossy and shiny, which must be something to do with the lighting. It always looks like they've got a lipstick mixed with a lip balm, and I'm always looking for that perfect TV lip, and the closest I've come is mixing a lipstick with Carmex, the Carmex in the pot. And I think this is basically that. So what I've been doing is wearing a lip liner and then just a little bit of this on top. And I think this is the TV lip I've been looking for. But I bought some travel sizes of this, and then since then I've bought a big size of this because immediately sold on that. I did buy this thinking it was a shampoo, which is annoying. But one of the things on my travel toiletry list was I wanted to get a leave-in conditioner because I just thought that would be easier. But I accidentally got the conditioner from the Aussie Mega range, so I'm just going to use that as a regular conditioner. I'm actually pretty sure I have a bottle of this exact Mega shampoo, like a mini one somewhere, and we use this Mega shampoo as our regular shampoo. So I'm just gonna fill it up. That's what I should have done the whole time anyway. And then the final things I have in this box. Is there anything else? No, there's not. I got a NYX. What's this called? A pencil sharpener. Because my other one has just like completely bitten the dust. It's not sharpening anything. And I needed a new pencil sharpener. Lee was with me at the time, and he was shocked to his core to discover how expensive pencil sharpeners are. Because he was like, I thought it was going to be 50p. I think this is like £4 something. He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand. But yeah, I got that. I'll let you know how I get on with it. The last one I had was from Sephora. I quite liked it. The very best one I've ever had is I think it's called the Grindhouse from Urban Decay. But I couldn't find one of those in Boots because I was going to buy another one. And it is really expensive. So if this is any good, I'll let you know. Okay, then the last thing I bought, this was the first thing I got with points, was the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme Lip Shaper. This is where things get interesting. The last few things I'm going to show you are actually like beauty items, not just toiletries. This is where things get interesting. So I tried this on the other day in a Get Ready With Me. I forget what it was. I think it was when I was packing my travel toiletries. I'm going to show you the clip of me trying this for the first time. Ooh. Oh, it's tingling. I know what it smells like. It smells like the lip injector. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. I don't know why I wasn't expecting that. How stupid of me. How do they put that? What is it? Chili? Cinnamon? How do they put that in the lip liner? Oh, I don't know if I like that. Okay. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Wow, 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 wow. Right, well, I'm definitely going to take both of the lip liners because that could be a little bit much. That's very tingly. I mean, it does say Extreme Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme Lip Shaper. That's stupid of me not to think that it would. Oh, wow. Okay. I'll get back to you at the end and let you know whether or not I feel like my lips are swelling up immediately. Oh my God, that is insane. That is so uncomfortable. I don't know why. I'm mad at myself for buying that, honestly. I really am. That is incredibly uncomfortable. Right, I'm going to put some lip balm on and see if that helps any. I don't know how long that's going to last. I love the colour so much. But this is not a pleasant feeling at all. I don't know. I feel like this is worse than I remember the lip injection to be. I feel like I made a mistake with this. No, I don't feel like I've made a mistake with this because since then I've used it and I actually quite like it. And it's not as extreme as it felt in that time. I think part of it was brand new, straight out the packet, brand new. So I do think, as I was saying there, it probably does die down a little bit. Like when it's super, super fresh, I think it's probably as fiery as it's ever going to be. Also, my lips maybe were a little bit dry that day. I don't know. It felt like all the stars misaligned to make that the most painful experience of my life. My lips were like red. Around the edges they were red, and they were red when I took it off at the end of the day. I truly felt like maybe I was having an allergic reaction. Since then, I've used it again. I've literally just used it now. It's nowhere near as uncomfortable. I'm just going to put that out as a warning because I just didn't realise this is what that was. I'm still going to use it and I'm glad that it's not as terrible as I thought it was going to be because I really love the colour and the formula. It does still tingle. It gives me a little bit of a wow, but it was painful. It was actually on a level that I would describe as painful when I first used it. Also, if you get it on your tongue, It's spicy. It's as if you've accidentally put a chili to your mouth, which we wouldn't do on purpose. And I'm interested to see what's inside it, but it's got to be chili. It's got to be. It's got to be. I also do think that it is plumping, if that's something that you're interested in. But I wouldn't buy it again. Purely because of that. I'm going to use it because, like I say, I really like the formula. I really like the colour. I wouldn't buy it again because it was insane. There was like just the craziest thing ever. It was, just wasn't expecting it. Right, last two things from Boots. Is this everything that's in here? It is. Last two things from Boots. Oh, I thought there was going to be more. I couldn't get these in store. I was going to pick them up when I got the Too Faced lip injection. These are what I got with my Boots points. I decided to order these online rather than... I did kind of panic, honestly, in the moment. I thought, what if this is a bit dodgy, what I've done with the Boots points? What if they take the Boots points off me? What if I'm like, oh, you've broken the terms and service, like they cancel my points. I don't want to lose like what was £40 worth of points I think I had at this point. How many times can I say points? And so I did want to like buy things in the moment on the day for that reason. But they didn't have the things that I wanted in store. So I got the Too Faced lip liner and then I got these two online. Everything was like all of these things were £10 off, which is why I pulled the trigger on them. The chocolate Soleil, I talked about these in a wish list beginning of the year. This is the Too Faced chocolate Soleil. It's like a bronzing stick. And I'm hoping I'm going to love this and I'm going to take it with me on holiday. Oh, I love Too Faced packaging. It's very cute. I mean, like, if I get my face out of this, maybe it'll actually focus on the packaging. But look how beautiful it is. And again, £10 off. You can't argue with it. £10 off. Okay. I got the shade Mousse. Ooh, that is so creamy. That is so creamy. Right, I'm going to try that on in a second. And then the other thing I got is the MAC Studio Radiance. What I wanted to get was the MAC Pro Longwear. I really want to repurchase that, but this was £10 off. I got it in the closest shade that I thought, and this was a total guess online. I thought it was worth a risk because I do need another concealer, and I was gonna buy the Pro Longwear, but that was £25 and this was like, I want to say 14, 15 because of the £10 off. And all of the reviews I'd seen were really good. Please don't be too dark. Okay, it's not pale, but I think this is a similar shade to what I have in the Pro Longwear and it blends out really nicely. So my idea is I put this over the top of like a moisturizer or something, and I'm going to blend that out instead of using a foundation. And if it's anything like the Pro Longwear, ooh, do you know what? I think it might be. Maybe it's partially because I have a little bit of that still on my hand. Maybe that's what it was, but I think it might be too dark. Specifically because it is a little bit heavier coverage than the Pro Longwear, looking at it. I'm gonna try these on. Hang on. I do have on some makeup, but I don't have on any powder. So I'm just gonna see how this blends. I really feel it. Like maybe over the top of some oil, this might be better. Oh, it definitely doesn't blend as well. It doesn't blend as well as the Pro Longwear for sure. To say that it's called a Radiance concealer, I don't feel like I've got very much time to play with it. It's not like way too dark or anything though. Just at first impressions. What do you think? I know this lighting is not very good for you to be able to tell, but it is like considerably heavier than I expected it to be. What is it called? Studio Radiance 24-hour Luminous Lift Concealer. Do you know what I think it could be as well, just to give it a fair shout? I'm so used to lightweight stuff now that I'm not a good judge of what a concealer should be. Right, while we're here, let me try this. Oh, that is it's so soft. That's a little bit dangerous. I'm glad that I got the lightest shade I definitely think that next time and moving forward, I will put this, I'll like prime my brush and put it on the brush and then onto my face rather than directly on my face, because that 100% displaced the product that I had underneath it there in one swipe. Oh, I do like the colour though. I think that's a good colour for me. Between those two products, I do like them. It's just going to take, you know, a little bit of getting used to with the concealer. But I like them. I like them. I love the lip liner. Love. Just like such a huge fan. Oh, in case you're wondering, it is N18. N18. And I'm pretty sure that's the shade that I had in the prolonged wear. Right, and then from Amazon, I bought two things. Speaking of doing things myself, I treated myself to a new nail polish. I was going to spend like 40 something pounds on a gel manicure, or a pedicure rather. What I got instead was, I have also got a SECHE feet coming because I cannot find my SECHE feet top coat anywhere. I will not do any kind of DIY manicure or pedicure without it. It's pointless. If you've never used it before, you need to. You apply it when your nail polish is not 100% dry, like let it set somewhat, but put it on when it's still kind of wet. And it like penetrates through the whole thing. It's so hard wearing, super glossy. People will think you've got gel nails on. I could never be without it when I did my own nails. Now it's what I would use for my pedicure, but can I find the bottle I have? No, I cannot. So I spent not even half of what I would have spent on some products to give myself a pedicure. I got the jelly nail paint from Barry M in Raspberry Ripple. Do you remember these? I was obsessed with these. I had like countless blog posts of my hand doing this. Oh, I used to love nail posts. And I got the little mini Elegant Touch nail polish remover pads because these are basically going to be for, almost certainly, in nearly 2 weeks in Florida, I'm going to need to redo my toes purely because I'm going to spend so much time in the pool. So that was my only thing of like, is it worth getting my nails done? No, because then I'll have to go back and have them soaked off. It's like, it's not just a one-off cost. So some of this stuff I did buy specifically because I wanted to give myself kind of some beauty treatments on the cheap, really. But yeah, that's everything that I purchased pre-holiday. Is it a lot of stuff? I don't think it's a lot of stuff. I don't think it's a lot of stuff. As well as a couple of things that just needed to be replenished. And then what I spent my Boots points on. Like I said at the beginning, I will do a whole video on the Boots points scheme once I've had a few more trials with it. But if anyone's got anything that they want to share about them, like their own experience, please do, because that would really help me. And if you are already using the scheme, just give it a go. Next time you do it, just try and use the voucher twice and see what happens. I think it'll work. I actually think it will be fine because I am 100% convinced that the Boots scheme is a tax thing for them. It's not a scam, but I think that they are probably utilizing some kind of tax, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a reimbursement, like a program, the government are probably saying, if you do this, then we'll give you this. And they're probably writing off the 500 points that they're giving us because they're getting us to recycle. I couldn't be more convinced that that's the situation. And so with that in mind, I don't think that they're going to be don't think they're going to care that we're using it that many times. We'll put it this way. I think it's a really easy thing to fix. And why is it not fixed? I think that's for a reason. So I'm not worried about getting struck off the more I've thought about it. I'm not worried about getting into trouble, but I just want to be super clear with you. That's definitely against the terms of service. So don't tell anyone I told you to do it. Right, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one.